Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you is just how you learned about our law firm from the very beginning.
Well, I actually was looking up law firms online. There was a lady I wanted to speak to in Jessup, a lawyer over there, and
Mm-hmm.
she just really gave me a bad feeling. Like,
Oh, no. Yeah.
I told her, I was like, hey, I heard about this ALS thing. She was like, oh, that's something you'll have to take care of on your own. We don't do anything with that. She's
Oh,
like, I'm
wow.
gonna be $4,000 up front. It's $5,500. I was
Wow.
like, uh, and then they're start discussing my case in front of other clients that are in the office. And so
Oh, wow.
when I left, I was like, I don't think I'm going back there. I got a really bad feeling from them.
Yeah, I
And
get
so I was
that.
looking online, and I found George McCranie, and I was like, well, he's got a lot of stuff going for him. I mean, he's wrote a bunch of books on DUIs,
Mm-hmm.
sold a whole bunch of them, and I watched some of the reviews, and all of the reviews seemed positive. I didn't see one bad review.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and then y'all was also willing to work with me on payment plans, which was huge for me
Yeah.
because I just didn't have that kind of cash laying around at the time.
Yeah, who does? We
Yeah.
do really. I am very grateful for the payment plans too. But I'm glad that you felt we had a good vibe from the beginning. That's we do put our customers and our clients' comfort and happiness first. So, and I'm glad we were able to help you with ALS because representing yourself is not really what you want to do when you're hiring a lawyer.
No, and the whole ALS thing that helped me keep my license the whole time, which essentially helped me pay my fees to y'all the whole time.
Yeah,
Because
no
that
kidding.
license, they wouldn't have needed me where I was working. I'm not working there anymore. I had a incident with an employee he was violent, and he kept making me feel uncomfortable at work. And I mentioned it to the boss man several times. He's never did anything. So I was like, it's not a good fit for me. I'll find something else.
Right.
When I won the 1,500, like that's like 2 paychecks gives me 2 weeks.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Having a good work environment is super important. I understand that. Right. So the next question I have was, describe your experience with our law firm. Were we quick to answer questions and things like that?
yeah. I mean, y'all answered everything to the best of y'all's ability. There are some questions I had that y'all just couldn't answer for me. But that's because they didn't release the discovery packets or any of that.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
wasn't anything that could be controlled by y'all.
Unfortunately, those processes can take a long time, and the courts, they're not the most speedy people. They have a lot of people that have to get out, information and discovery. So, it's just mostly a waiting game. But I'm glad that we were able to help answer the questions that we could for you. And well, the next question is, how did you feel prior to coming to us? Were you nervous about the case?
Oh yeah. I was so nervous about it. I didn't know how I was gonna resolve the situation.
Right.
I was actually not under the influence that night. There's been plenty of times where I've smoked a little bit and driven afterwards, but that was one day I didn't. I was sick that day, super sick. I didn't feel good. We had just went to the hospital in Jacksonville where our grandson was. He had to have brain surgery.
Oh, wow.
He had a tumor in his head, and they had to put a tube to feed the tumor down to his stomach.
Wow.
So we had just left from there, picking him up from the hospital. Matter of fact, he got released. So we took him home, and we were driving back home when I got pulled over.
Oh my goodness, just not a good day.
Yeah, and there smelled like marijuana in the car. I was like, well, she smelled one of those legal things you can buy from the store like 30, 45 minutes ago. And so he was like, well, you're not supposed to be around that when you're driving, this, that. And the sheriff's deputy told the state trooper I was good. And the state trooper was like, I'm just going to give him another test. I think a lot of that had some, I don't know what Mr. Rodney pulled off for me, but
yeah, no, he's excellent. He's had a lot of really good results. So I'm glad that you were able to get one of those too. And then how do you feel now that it's over, now that you finally, don't have to worry about it?
I'm super relieved. Like,
yeah, I bet.
It's going to make it that much more possible for me to find another job.
Yeah.
Staying where I was. So as far as being able to breathe a huge sigh of relief, yeah.
Yeah, we never know. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I figured I was going to have to still pay that speeding ticket because that was the one thing I knew for sure I did.
Yeah.
So, like, when he told me, he was like, hey, I worked a great deal with the prosecutor. I was like, what's up? And he told me their deal. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Before he could even finish talking, I was like, it's done. Yep, it's paid today.
Yeah, and you never realize how much you depend on your driver's license until it's, at risk. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm glad that we were able to get that not suspended. That would be a nightmare.
I've had a license since I was 15. I don't know how I would ever act without one.
Yeah, I mean, job, kids, life, you just need a license to get around.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna ask if you're, happy with the resolution in your case, but it was a very good one, so I assume, right? Yes,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
happy with it.
Yeah, I was happy from the get-go. I said, look, I'll pay my speeding ticket if that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Sheriff deputy, his radar was dead on that night, because what he said I was going, that's what my speedometer said I was doing.
Yeah.
I watched him turn around, I was like, crap.
Oh, yeah. And then is there, anything you'd like, any comments or anything you'd like to say to anybody who may be going through something similar? Other clients?
Well, they're going through similar things. I would highly recommend y'all's law firm to them.
Yeah.
See, I feel like if I had chose somebody else, I probably wouldn't have got the same results as I got for y'all.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that. I think that, we did a great job, and I think that, overall, great resolution, great everything, and I'm very glad that we were able to get that for you. But yeah, thank you so much for doing this. This is something that really does help us out, and just getting testimonies from happy clients. And yeah, we were very happy that you're happy.
I appreciate what y'all were able to do for me. Thank you.
No problem.